Another week and another ridiculous showing for the Arizona Cardinals, ladies and gentlemen. This right here might be rock bottom for the season. How do you lose to the Broncos? What's going on, everybody? Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Definitely do me one huge favor, smack the like button and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. We're on the road to infinity, so definitely subscribe it up and join the community. Now let's dive right into this game, everybody. As of right now, the game currently is still showing on my TV, but I felt like I gotta just jump on this reaction video here because right now, this game is absolutely terrible. Like, how are you losing and most likely will lose to the Denver Broncos? It's absolutely wild, ladies and gentlemen. Cliff Kingsbury is getting out-coached by Nathaniel Hackett, the guy that was supposed to most likely get fired by the end of this year. Now, as we know, the Denver Broncos aren't so hot, right? One of the biggest mistakes that they made was bringing Russell Wilson in. They paid him a lot. They gave up a lot of draft capital, and it isn't really working out for them. They're a 3-10 team right now. We're a 4-9 team, but honestly, it looks to be very, very close that the Arizona Cardinals are going to lose this game against the Denver Broncos. Like, it's wild, right? It's wild. Now, let me go ahead and say one thing real quick before I get to the positive sides of it all. Big shout out and prayers up to Colt McCoy. This man did everything he possibly can to, wield a win for the Arizona Cardinals. He ended up going down, I believe, with a concussion, and he was rolled out of this game. When he left, he was 13 out of 21, 78 yards, 1 interception. So he didn't play that well. He played actually very bad. I'm not going to lie to you, pretty bad. But yeah, there's that. So let's talk about some positives, right? In the first half of this game, I felt like the defense of the Arizona Cardinals held up very well. Now, the same thing happened that it always happens to the Arizona Cardinals. In the second half, the defense just falls apart and they're not able to contain anything. I'm not sure if they're just tired. I don't know. But the same thing that happens over and over again, it happened again in this game. Now, going into the half, the Arizona Cardinals were leading 6-3, right? Awesome. Great stuff. No. Let's figure out positives before we go into the second half. So positives. Our defense did very well. At one point, we had like 6 to 7 plus sacks. So, I mean, for the most part, we did fairly decent. Like, at least as of right now, Budda Baker, interception. So that's a big W right there, right? We got the young players involved, and it was really good to see JJ Watt get 3 sacks. That was amazing. Jonathan Ledbetter got a sack. Tristan Hill, he's not a young player, but that was cool. He got one. Majay Sanders also got a sack. So it's awesome to see the Arizona Cardinals young players kind of come out and show out. I don't know if I believe this, but I guess I do believe it at this point. Like, I don't think the defense is really happy with what they see on the offense, right? They kind of seem to give up. They kind of seem to not get back into the groove of things, and I don't blame them, right? The offense can't get their stuff together. So let's talk about the second half for the Arizona Cardinals. This is where it all went wrong, right? The moment that Colt McCoy ended up going down, we ended up bringing in Trace McSorley, and my goodness, y'all, he ain't it. Like, he's bad. Now, it's not 100% his fault, right? He doesn't really have a lot of reps with the first team. So, I mean, there's that, and it looked really bad. The Denver Broncos, like, they took it to us, and we should have known, right? The Denver Broncos actually has a good defense. So, kudos to the Denver Broncos over there, but man, they let us have it. The moment that it clicked in their mind that they can just keep running the ball, run the ball, and we can't stop them, that's where the game just completely went upside down for the Arizona Cardinals. We had no answer. We had nothing to compete with this Denver Broncos team. So Trace McSorley, although I'll give him a little bit of credit for coming in, kind of getting thrown into the mix of things, but in the grand scheme of things, ladies and gentlemen, like, damn, this Arizona Cardinal team right now, this is officially rock bottom for the 2022 season for the Arizona Cardinals. I mean, Cliff Kingsbury getting outcoached by Nathaniel Hackett, like, this is as bad as it gets, ladies and gentlemen. Like, I can't make this stuff up. So, I mean, I'm not upset, right? I think we got some exciting news pertaining to Steve Keim, so I'm kind of holding my hope to that pertaining to, like, positivity going into the future for Steve Keim not being here. Now, Cliff Kingsbury, is his job saved? I don't know at this very moment, ladies and gentlemen. I truly don't. I don't see how we can go into the next 3 games with Cliff losing to a Nathaniel Hackett. But I've seen some crazier things. I've seen, Michael Bidwell be as patient as he possibly can. At this very moment, I just want the season to end, ladies and gentlemen. Let's look to the draft. I think the last time I looked, we were sitting at the 5th overall spot. But as of right now, this game is going on still. Cardinals versus Broncos. But we can also very well keep dropping down and get a higher pick after this game. But we'll have to kind of wait and see at this very moment. Let me know how you guys are feeling right now, Cardinal fans, about this whole debacle of the 2022 season. Put everything in the comments below. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day and go Cards.